Rasuke here, salutations, and we're taking a game view at the First Berserker Khazan. We're going to check out the trailer and review it. Let's go!
Finally, I found you. Trampled by the one you trusted. Abandoned from your king. You thought you were a hero. Now, you are just one of us.
This is no ordinary ghost. You'll have to risk your life.
So that was the trailer, and so look at the graphics on this. It looks amazing. Looks like you can get more armor and things like that. But anyway, this is the first Berserker that comes from the DNF Duel series. This guy, Berserker, the Slayers, they all come from him. And you see the red arm there, and he has other powers or whatever. But let's go and break down more of this trailer, okay? So let's run this back right here. And play some of it here. I do like. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. This art style, where you can tell it's 3D, like here, and it almost looks like a Souls game, but it's very stylized, very cel shaded, very anime-esque. Which I always love that aesthetic. It just gives it a sense of style. Like, look at the blood. It's not thick and gooey. I know it's very stylized, so it just stands out a little bit more. I think this is where he gets possessed by the Berserker rage. So as we can see here, dual wielding with an axe and a sword. You could use them at the time, and then wait a minute. I like that right there. Let's run that back. So certain characters, I'm sure you can't do that to bigger characters, at least not yet. But when he attacks and he falls down, he's able to pick him up and just slam him to the ground and continue. I don't know if that's a finish or anything like that, but yeah, the game is very stylized. In fact, you know what this reminds me of? Do you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Berserk. With the eclipse right there, with the god hand and everything. Look at this. Yeah, see, that's let's run that back too. I'm glad that we see some NPCs, some storyline here, and like look at her face, very cel shaded, and look at the detail with all the robes and everything. So the graphics are definitely pretty good, and I like that scene right there. Like look at the hair, right, stylized, and look at that armor, especially the gauntlet right there, very berserk like. And he's the first berserker from Dungeon Fighter Online. This is where all the slayers come from. They come from him. These are like his trials, how he became a berserker. And he can survive things like this. Bam! Then you see this lizard, dragonian, character right here. I always find it strange that they put lizards or dragons in snow environments. Whenever they do that, that just rubs me the wrong way, because it's like, they're cold-blooded, right? They need the sun to survive. They would not survive. I know they're mythical, so it really shouldn't matter, but I don't know. A lizard in the snow just, yeah. Unless he has just his own heat source. Now, I'm glad to see a character like this. And look at the detail. Here, let's see if I can find the right there. Look at the hair. Look at the expression. Look at the clothing. And then he's got some kind of like weapon, multi-crossbow thing. So I'm glad we're just not fighting monsters all the time. And there he is shooting. You're dodging. And then I like that attack right there. Yeah, let's bring that back. Yeah. That's cool. So I don't know if he grabbed a rope or what did he do. Let's see. Swings. Oh, he shoots a grappling hook. That sort of thing. And swings over and does an attack. That's cool. So yeah, the bosses and enemies on this, and I like that they're human. This character looks cool. And that looks like the sword that the Slayers use, the Berserker, right there. And look at this character. Just so stylized, man. The armor looks good, Look at this detail of this sword. Look at that. Like a ram's horn. I mean, on the armor. It's so good, man. And then he's fighting. Look at how many weapons. He's got a katana here, another katana, and two like heavy swords. See? 2 katanas and then 2 heavy swords. Awesome. There. Blocks, interrupt. And then this is his. Is this an enemy? Well, yeah, this is an enemy. They're going to show an attack. But what I want to say for that last character we just saw, that dude, I'm pretty sure that he fights quick with the katanas and then strong with the 2 heavy swords. So I think he's going to have 2 modes of fighting. And you got to switch between the 2. Dash forward, got to block, counter, parry. Knock that back. I like that. And then finishers, stuff like that. So the game is not afraid to show some blood or some cinematic, cel shaded blood and that sort of thing. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. I got some screenshots to show you and just some general information to show about the first Berserker, Khazan. So that was Khazan, but let's talk about some of the features and showing some still images right here. It says that it focuses on quick movement, perfect blocking, precise dodging, and stringing combos together. So yeah, very much like Souls type of game, but it also says that you can customize the growth of the character with different equipment and perks, including upgrading the character's ability and combining them into different types of weapons and armor. So what you see here, if you look, this almost looks Celtic. You know, this looks like lighter armor. And look at this sword. It's a much different sword than we've seen before. Looks like he's fighting some boars. But look how cinematic. Look how awesome this looks. This definitely, to me, stands out much more than a lot of other fantasy type games. Now, it says you'll be able to take quests from other characters in the game. And look at this right here. It looks like his hair is actually black and he has some kind of helmet on. And the weapon is much, much different. And it looks very cinematic. But anyway, thanks for checking this out. This is Rasuke.